Hey everybody, how is it going? My name is Storman and welcome back to another episode of this Let's Play series. In today's episode, I think we're finally going to fully automate this villager farm. See, 2 episodes ago, I made not only this little villager farm and home, I also created this almost entirely functional villager trading hall, where the villagers are able to come back nice and safely just like this. But I don't think that this farm will be complete unless I feel like it is fully automated. In order to do that, I need to set up an actual literal farm so that my farmer villagers can take over and actually allow for these guys to infinitely breed. So in order to do that, I think I'm going to open up this other arm of the village, set up some fully automated farms, which I think is going to be a little bit less complicated than the last project that we had set up. And then we'll have a fully automated villager set up here, and we'll have automated our production of things like wheat and carrots. So first things first, I'm just going to dig out an area in the side of this cliff, kind of like how I did for over here, but we're going to maybe go a little bit deeper so that I have a nice area to work with to build the farm on. I want it to look as natural as possible, but yeah, I'm going to dig out a nice big area and we'll go from there. Right. Honestly, that's not a very bad spot to have it. I really, in my head, thought that it was going to have to go further into more the agricultural area, but I think having it right there is going to look pretty nice, and we'll be able to go back, maybe have the farms more in that back area so that it's easy to get the goods back into the farming area, and then have the visuals of the farm still facing this way on the inside of the base. I like it. I think I'm going to continue digging and try to plan out what I want the farms to look like. Oh no. Ah, we lost a lot of dirt. Oh well. What the? No! There we go. Oh my gosh, a third one? These guys are nuts. And this leads directly outside. Absolutely not. That is not going to work. I'm going to block this off in its entirety. And this might be a good little alcove to turn into our farmer's house. And then in my mind, I kind of thought that there would be kind of a height difference here. Maybe we would have like stairs that go up into slight terraces in the farms that I'm trying to put up here. I think that might look cool. A little bit of texture in the ground, so it's not all flat. All right, let's start going up one and see if we can make some kind of good looking terraces here. And then underneath the terraces, so the terraces they look cool, but also they're functional. So I'm going to have hoppers underneath the terraces that are going to pick up some of the drops that the villagers make when they are harvesting the wheat, carrot, stuff like that. All right. Oh, that's great. I thought that was going to be another big old cave, but it looks like it's just a little alcove, which works for me. I don't want any other ways to have my villagers get killed over here. Now, speaking of my villagers getting killed, I need to also make sure that there is adequate light everywhere. So I'm going to test out maybe using some of those shroom lights to light up the area around here. See if that doesn't look good. Some of the lighting that I try to use is more industrial looking because it goes with the deep slate bricks well. But I think in a farm like this, it'd be good to try out one of the more natural looking light sources like shroomite, or the shroomites, whatever it's called. Also going to need to snag some grass. I'm going to do some exchanges here. Don't mind if I do. Bada bing, bada boomski. This is going to look so much better than the pile of dirt that is over here. And I'm thinking, so there are the terraces right here. I think that I'm going to add some, maybe a pathway around here, or maybe it's just going to be stairs. I haven't decided yet, but some way so that you can climb up without trampling the crops. And I think that even this area down here is going to be crops up until this point right here where the farming villager's house is going to be. All right, now I'm going back into wood mode. I need to grab some of my fences Put that protective barrier up for the villagers so that they don't fall down. Definitely going to need some jack-o'-lanterns. I think that's going to be a good light source as well, but we're going to pick up some of those shroom lights and see if we can't get something good looking out of that. Alrighty, we've got some wood and natural things that I think are going to look pretty good in this new little area that we're going to set up here. Also got a couple more grass blocks to help speed up the grass spreading process. So now things are pretty dark over here. Let's try putting down some fences real quick. All right, now how horrible does this look? Not the worst thing in the world. Let's try a shroom light. Is that any better? I think what I would love is if the little lanterns could go upside down. Oh, I like that. I think that looks really good. It's better than a torch. Not as bulky as one of the lanterns or the shroom lights though. Okay, I think we're gonna grab some more lanterns and use that as our fence lighting source, and then we'll spread out some other light sources over along this path. I think we'll be able to mix in some like jack-o'-lanterns with the leaves on top, kind of like that, to add some more subtle light sources, kind of make it look like a vine growing maybe. All right, there could be worse things. There's a couple more lanterns. Need a couple more fences. All right, we are lined up with some lanterns on the fences. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know. It is so tough. I think that that's a good border light source, and then we can have some more hidden light sources along the way here. It's tough to know with all these torches around still, so I'm gonna block out some of these. All right, so we definitely need some stuff in here. I think something like, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna need like a water source right here. So we'll probably put another light source and water source right here. Put another water source right there. And then we'll put one by the edge over here. And then we'll kind of have to repeat this pattern for the top level up here. Gotta make sure that there is water source for these blocks. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put a water source right here. And then we'll put a water source right here. And finally, just up here, we're gonna have to figure out a good way to cover this area. Definitely need a water source right there. Probably put one right here. Probably put one right here. And one right here. And on each of these, we can have some kind of light source. I might have to make more jack-o'-lanterns or we can use the shroom lights. But I'm gonna grab some more water to fill in these areas before I put the lights on top of them. All right, now we can start placing down some blocks, see if we like how this stuff looks. I do not know if I like that. Do we like it more than a jack-o'-lantern? I don't know. I think it's so bulky. I like how thin the torches and the lanterns are. It might help to have it beneath the water source and then maybe put like a lily pad on top so you can walk over it. I don't think that's a bad idea. Alrighty. Looks like this is going to be the base structure that we have for now. I don't love how there's just these random bushes. Honestly, I may use trapdoors, like some dark oak trapdoors maybe, to hide these water blocks instead of trying to use these leaves. I think they look kind of out of place just right in the middle of nowhere. I'm not sure about how I'm going to do this guy because this is a big wide open area. Maybe it could be a lantern from above. I like how the lanterns have a different layer going on. Like there's different altitudes kind of give it some texture, some vertical texture. All right, I'm gonna find a way to cover these up and then I will be right back. I honestly think that I'll probably just open this bad boy up so that the villagers can start coming up and getting acquainted with this little area over here. I think jungle trapdoors might be the move. I do like how these look. I'm not sure if I think that they actually blend in really well with the dirt. Aha, okay. So I think that is all of that stuff covered. I'm gonna get a hoe so that I can start tilling some of this soil and get a feel for how much of it I want to be tilled. Alright, I've tilled up some of the soil, but as you can see, we can see right through these tilled layers, so I'm going to have to put in some dirt behind there to make it look a little bit nicer, and then I think I'm going to put some hoppers down to collect some of the drops, not all of the drops, but some of the drops that the villagers make when they are collecting the crops. Give myself a little back door to get into the inner workings of the farm. This is going to have to be an iron door eventually. Right, I have opened up a nice big area back here so that I can start putting down hoppers facing back towards where the rest of our agricultural production is. I'm going to find a connection to our little farm that I have over here where I convert seeds into bone meal. I think what I'm going to do is anything that I pick up, I'm going to try to sort into seeds and wheat. I'm going to store the wheat in a chest over here. I'm going to store the seeds in this chest, which will then be turned into bone meal through these composters. All right, so we have a bunch of hoppers set up here to collect anything that would be dropped by the villagers. I think the next step would be to add in an item sorter here. What I need to do is set this up in such a way that one side of this sorter goes into this hopper and the other side goes into this chest. So we're going to move this back one. All right, this is going to be a classic item sorter. We're going to use a redstone torch to lock the hopper. We're going to have a comparator to check if the expected item is in there, and then we're going to use a repeater to continue the signal. And then some redstone dust to detect the signal length. I'm going to clear out an area real quick, and then we'll fill it back in later to make it look nicer. For now, I need some space to work with to build this little sorter. All right, teeny tiny little update of where we are at. I did end up building the item sorter. Very simple, classic item sorter design here. We've just got a hopper with a bunch of junk items like cobblestone because we only ever expect to get wheat or seeds coming down this line, so I can just use regular cobblestone. We're planning on diverging on seeds, so if there's seeds in it, will go into these hoppers down here into the composter. If it is wheat, we will continue on our merry way into the chest down below. And basically, right now it's at the perfect amount where if one more seed enters that hopper, it will activate this redstone line, which will activate this repeater, which will then activate or deactivate this redstone torch, which will then allow items to flow. And if it's not a seed, then it will just skip over this hopper entirely and it'll go down into the chest below. So really, if there's any items that accidentally get into this line as well, then they will go into this chest, which is good. We also added a bunch of composters on top of all of these hoppers just to make sure that we're reducing lag as much as possible. I know I'm using a lot of hoppers in some of my projects, so I want to make sure that I'm not going to be destroying the performance of my world by having hoppers running all the time. And then I think last but not least, we just need to build a little farmhouse here so that we can welcome some villagers into their new home before we give them some seeds and let them go crazy on this land. I honestly have no idea at all what I'm planning on going for here. Maybe we'll go for actually a more legit house design than we did for the other houses. Give them an actual nice kind of house structure to look at and go for. All right, classic little design going on here. I think we can probably just put some planks down in here because we're not going to see the tippy top of this. Think maybe some logs, some stripped logs to fill in the top up here. I think it'll be nice to get framed by some logs. Have a classic upside down stairs right there. Maybe put some windows in on the bottom. Don't like how chunky the full glass blocks are, but I also don't like how the glass pane doesn't connect on both sides of the doorway. Such is life. If you know a quick and easy fix for that, let me know in the comments. But I think we're going to put another... Oh no. Gosh darn it. So I can't necessarily put a lamp right there. We'll figure that out. We'll work on the interior for now. All right, that ceiling is way too uniform. So I think I'm going to have to break it up with something else. I think these logs are a good ceiling texture. Stripped logs at least. And that at least breaks up the texture of the stairs. And we're going to need to put in at least 2 or 3 beds in here somewhere. I kind of like the idea of keeping this stone around, still give it kind of, like it is a home, but it's a little bit rustic, you know? All right, we're going to give them some bookshelves for some light reading. Imagine we'll put in a lantern up there. Maybe that's a little too low. We'll probably put Maybe one on either end. That's a nice little lighting going on. Then we can probably put the beds in the corners. We can put some lights underneath the beds. That'll keep things lit up in here. These guys are going to need a nice little sitting area, so I might as well put in some chairs. Nice little place to read a book, perhaps. And I'll go down and get 2 beds, and then this should be just about done. I'm going to put down a chest, actually, put in a hoe, just so that if I ever need to retill some of the soil, I can do that nice and quick. Alrighty, we got 2 beds. And I think actually what we actually need is barrels so that we can assign them. Oh, wait, no, we don't need barrels. What is it? I think it's a composter. We need to make some more composters to actually assign those villagers as farmers. Then we got an extra, so that I think the villagers will use composters actually to, okay, we didn't break anything yet. I think villagers will use composters to actually put seeds and stuff into to make bone meal. Either way, I'm gonna put a composter next to their bed to give them sweet dreams in the middle of the night. Then I just need to find a way to guide some of these villagers over here and then give them a head start with some seeds and wheat so that they can start creating their own food and babies. All right, we've collected a ton of seeds. Now it is time to figure out how I'm going to get some of these villagers over into a new spot. I may just force them over with some minecarts. Oh, he just came over on his own. No way. Okay, take some seeds. I'll actually help you out a little bit. Are you gonna plant? Yes! Oh, we are so locked in. We are so good to go. We have got infinite wheat and seeds set up. It may be slow, but we're going to be spending a lot of time in this world, so I'm sure it'll build up over time. I hope. Got to make sure that we actually get the part that we're going to be collecting up here as well. Thank you, sir. Oh, that is so exciting. All right, time to distribute some of the wheat. Maybe bring another guy over here. Hey, are you going to come over? Hey, you know what? I may just grab you with a minecart if I had any. Where are all my minecarts? I don't know how I misplaced 10 minecarts. Somehow I did. They're nowhere to be found, so I'm going to make one more. Would you like to join me? Yes, okay. Come on now. Join in on all the fun. You want to get a job? Are you going to get a job? I'll let you think about it. What? How did you not choose to get a job? Oh, there we go. Now you got a job. Awesome. I think you just need to be closer. Well, thank you for joining the cause. I hope you enjoy. Looks like a couple of these are getting trampled on, which is fine. I'm not too worried about that as long as they have some good area to till. Why are you going away? Maybe because your bed's over there? I don't like that. I wish that they would just stay over here. But hopefully they continue to till. I'll keep track of them and make sure that they keep harvesting the crops. Just one final detail that I want to add is some bone meal on this ground to make things look nice and lush and gracious. I was thinking about adding a path in here, but I didn't know if it would look too bulky on the ground. There already isn't too much space to work with, so I figured that I would just keep this as is and maybe add some grass in like this. I don't know if I like the tall grass even. I think that it kind of blocks the view. But I do like the grass and the flowers. I think that makes things look a lot nicer. All right. I'm going to give everybody some wheat real quick and then keep some for myself so that I can test out the sorter and make sure that things are going to get picked up when they start getting harvested over here. I'm just going to put down some wheat and it gets picked up. Wonderful. And we'll go check on the sorter and see how it's doing. How did you... What? How did you get back here? No way. There's no holes. You couldn't get through the... Can you get through an iron door? We are leaving, sir. What? How did you do that? Are villagers able to get through iron doors? They must. There's no other way through. Oh, wow. I thought that that was a way to keep you out. I need to check on that. Oh, I just looked it up and you are not able to open iron doors. I have no idea how you got down there. What? What? There's no way over here. Maybe, no, there's no like way that he could have gone into this bed and woken up over there. Oh my goodness, what? Oh, did he open one of the trap doors maybe? Like where did he go? Oh, there's just a hole right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I need to fill that in. Why do you keep falling into that hole? That is such horrible survival instinct. Hey, where are you? Where did he go? Did he come back already? You lost your job? No. Come here. Are you coming? Oh, he's back to being a farmer, but can you come over this way? I'm giving you a way out. Oh, he was trying to... What? No, get out of here. All right, we're going to do this the hard way. I didn't want to do it like this, but you forced my hand. Getting the rails back out. Or we can do this easy way. You can come this way. Okay, you want to stay over there? I hope you're ready for the ride of your life, mister. Come on now. Are you joking me? No, you need to put those seeds down. All right, come on, get picked up. Why are you not getting... There we go. Get out of here. All right, go back to planting crops. All right, looks like these villagers have finally claimed this place as their own. They are farmers on their farm, planting crops, growing wheat. And I hope that they learn how to share with the rest of the villagers so we can have an infinite villager supply for our fully automated villager trading hall down there. That is going to be it for me today, so I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who watched this video. If you watched any portion of it, I appreciate it, but especially if you stayed till the end, oh my goodness, thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you know. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I had a great time trying to figure out how to get all this looking as halfway decent as possible. I think it looks okay. I do like that we continued the theme of this kind of cliffside area and we continued the village off into the other side of the base. I like that we have infinite villager supply now, and I like that we will eventually have infinite wheat and seeds for composting. I don't really know what we're going to do with all the bone meal, but I'm excited for the wheat. That's going to be great, so we can get more meat and continue on our adventures to continue to re-explore Minecraft. Once again, I would just like to say, from my villagers and myself to you, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like. If you really like this video, please make sure to subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next episode. Take care, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.